Hello, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will learn about the freeze pane and split view in Microsoft Excel. Okay, so we will discuss both of these things one by one. So, firstly, we will discuss about freeze pane. So, let me tell you about the way how we can freeze our pane and what are the need of freezing the pane. So, suppose we have multiple rows of data. Let's say more than 1,000 lines. For now, we have only 36 near about 36 records, but if it might be possible we have more than thousands of lines of records. So in that case, if I want to freeze any particular row, so let's say if I scroll down, so I want this row to be freeze and throughout my sheet. Like if I scroll down, so it should be visible to the user. Okay, but if I am for now, if I am scrolling down, so it just got disappear. But I don't want to make it disappear. I want to make it as a visible whenever I scroll down my screen. Okay, so for this, what we will do, we will freeze this pane. So how we can freeze this pane? So to freeze the top row of the pane, we can use the command alt wfr. So let me run the command alt wfr. So it is freezes now, and if I scroll down, so will it will be visible throughout my scrolling. Okay, so that's how we can freeze the first or top row of the sheet. And if you want to unfreeze again, so in that case you can use the command alt wff. So if I press alt wff, so it is unfreeze now. So if I scroll it down, so it will get disappear because now it is not freezed. So to freeze the top row, we can use this command alt wfr. Now same goes with the column as well. If I scroll down right, I scroll to the right side. Okay, so I want to fix this column a. I want that if there is something written, like if there is some number is written on this column, and I want to see this number throughout my scrolling. But now if I am scrolling it to the right side, it get disappears. So what we will do, we will freeze this first column. So to freeze this first column, what you need to do, you have to write the command alt wfc. Alt wfc. So it is freeze now. And if you observe carefully, we can observe a thin line from where the freeze happens. So if I scroll it right side, it will not get disappear because it is freeze now. And if you want to unfreeze the same, so just go with this command alt wff. Alt wff. Okay, so with the help of this shortcut key, you can unfreeze your cell. So if I scroll it to the right side, now it is normal. Okay, so this is all about for the first row and for the first column, top row and for the first column. But suppose the requirement is that I don't want to uh, uh, freeze only the first row or first column. I want to freeze any particular row. So how we will do this? So suppose I want to freeze these three row. I want whenever I scroll my page, I want these three rows to be visible. So what I will do, I will just put my cursor on Vishal or B4 because I want to freeze this row. So just click on the next row and then use this command alt wff. So if I press alt wff, alt wff, so it is freeze now. And if I scroll it down, so my top three rows are freezed. And at the same time, my like the the row just before the column just before this cell where I have clicked is also freezed. So if I scroll it to the right side, it is freeze. Okay, so to make it normal, we can use the unfreeze command again, that is alt wff. Alt wff. So now it is unfreeze. So if we look and observe carefully, so wherever we put our cursor, so just above to that row is freezed, and just like this previous column is freeze. So if I am my cursor is here, so this row and this column will get freezed. And if my cursor is here, So this row and this column is freeze. Okay, so that's how we can freeze the specific pane. Let me show you by doing this. So if I put my cursor on this city, that is Kota, and if I use this command Alt W FF, so this the row just prior to this cell is freezed, and similarly the column prior to this cell is freezed. So if I scroll it down, so it is freezed, and if it I scroll it to the right side, it is freeze. To make it normal, just go with the command Alt W FF. Okay, so this is all about the freeze panes. Now we will discuss about split view. So in a case of freeze pane, it is permanent. If we freeze any pane, so it will be fixed throughout the sheet until or unless we unfreeze the columns. But if we want any specific or any temporary view, so in that case we will use the split view. So let's see what is how we can achieve the split view. So suppose I want to compare my this record, that is Puneet on line number 20, with the last records. So what I will do here, I will split this screen from Puneet. So to split the screen, you have to go with the shortcut key Alt WS. So just write Alt WS. So from here, this screen is splitted. So now I can easily scroll it down. Here if we observe, there are two scroll bars. So if I scroll it down, so now I can compare these two records. Okay, so that's how we can split the view. And to un like to make it normal, you can go with the command Alt WS. Similarly, if you want to split if my cursor was there on Jaipur, and if I use the command Alt W and S, so it is splitted horizontally as well as vertically. So if we observe carefully, there are two scroll bars for the rows, and similarly two for the columns. So I can change my column from here, and I can change the rows from here. So that's how we can prepare the split view or a temporary view. To make it normal, just run the shortcut key again, Alt W S. So that's how we can make use of split view. So if you want to memorize these shortcut keys, so what we can do, we can go with the command Alt, just press Alt, so it will highlight all those shortcuts. Then go with W for view, and for freeze, just go with F. So there are other option like FRC for first row, for freeze pan, for row for top column, first column, and if you want to go for the split, so just write Alt W and S. So it will go for the split. Or if you don't want to use these shortcut keys, then you can directly go to the view tab and select the option by clicking on it. Okay, so that's all for this session. In the upcoming session, we will learn about some more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.